Hi, Sean Haynes, the Ag Center. Give you some tips for the end of the year when you're looking at your crop results and thinking about next year. It's a good time of the year to sit down and do your budget for next year. You should be doing a budget. If you don't, put those numbers down. What do you expect the crop cost per acre to be? What do you expect the income per unit of measurement on the crop to be, for example, pounds or tons, and also what you think your timing is going to need to be as far as when the crop proceeds are coming in and when the proceeds are going to be going out. Big thing to look at is structure. Make sure your bank and you are aligned on when you're going to be spending money and when you think money's going to come in for that crop. Worst thing to have is to have a loan that's going to renew in September, but you don't get the end of your crop proceeds till November, December or following, for example, almonds. And also, when your crop line turns off, a lot of the folks out here in California, multiple crop growers, you don't have a single season where things stop. They're quiet for 90 days while you have money coming in and then you start the new crop season again. A lot of that's overlapped. And if that's the case, make sure the loan structure you have is kind of figure that out, that you get your end of the year kind of figured out and you have some extra funds going forward with your bank if you get that done so you can continue to farm and operate until the new crop line gets put on. I think another piece to look at is benchmarking. What are my costs line up against other people, right? So cost per acre, cost per category. Are there areas that I'm high that I could focus on and try to get better at? The other guys are better at me, and make sure I'm following best practices there. And the last thing I look at is setting up key performance indicators or KPIs for my management employees on the farms. Your key employees should be on the same page you are as far as what your expected results are. So a lot of times when we're setting things up, we'll say, hey, here's my key performance indicators. Here's what I want you to do as a good job this year. Yield per acre, cost per acre, overtime hours, et cetera, and then how they fit into your strategic plan for the win this year, and make sure that it's very transparent. They understand exactly what your expectations are, and it helps at the end of the year when you're telling them whether they did a good or bad job, and incentivizing those guys as well for doing a good or bad job. So your job is to deliver the strategy. What's the win look like? The overall 30,000 foot, and then next is sending that down to everybody else, saying here's the tactics I need you to do on your respective parts to make that win happen. So there's some thoughts for the end of the year to think about when you're planning for 2025. Thanks.